Hey everybody, it's Maureen from Massachusetts. I'm coming at you this evening, kind of later in the evening, but I was itching to get out here and do a little something. I don't even know quite what I'm gonna do. I feel like painting, so maybe we'll do a little bit of that. I did bring a piece of slate out here and I've already painted it black as a background, so maybe I don't know, paint some flowers on it, or just while I talk with you and do a little craft time with Maureen Sky, right? How y'all doing? I hope you're having a decent week. We're okay. We're doing okay. Eddie seems to be doing a little bit better, so I'll take it. You know, he's eating a little better and doesn't look quite so weak. Still not quite the same since his fall back in April 22nd, but you know, he is getting older. We all are, so take what you can get, right? But I mean, his spirits are good and he's moving around okay, so just have to be careful and watch him and make sure he's drinking and eating and taking his pills, you know? So, and that's what I'm doing. So anyway, in front of me right now, I have this, it says Count Your Blessings. It's a piece I picked up in my thrifting. It was from Bed Bath & Beyond, and originally it was $14.99. And we're going to paint it up white and make it a farm style sign. I sold one the other day, by the way, out of my barn. It was a laundry one that I did. This has got some tacky staples on the back we're going to get off after. We'll get those off after. Because it's got this, which is fine. So anyway, we're gonna work with this too, painting it white. I got some white right here while I talk with you too. So, people, the news can really depress us, right? My goodness. So sad. I can't take much more of this, people. We've got to do something. We are in a mental illness crisis in this country, in the world probably, but this country's really feeling it. And wow, I know, you know, people up in the big offices are working hard, and I just hope they can get something done very soon. We cannot go on like this. My goodness, it's frightening. Why people want to hurt and destroy and harm innocent people is beyond me. Beyond me. I don't get it. God be with them, because they need his help for sure. Some nice iced tea that I made. Really good. Louisiana tea. Very good. Put lemon in it. Alright, so I've got the white, and it's just regular white Craft Smart acrylic paint. And I'm going to put it in my holder here. And we're going to just start painting away. I hope you all had a decent 4th of July, considering. And we did. It was quiet. Just Eddie and I didn't do anything special. But I did enjoy my pool. What a perfect day to be in the water, in the pool. And the pool's clearing up nicely. We got a good handle on the chlorine and getting it clear. And I got in and cleaned it and floated around with my hat on and my sunscreen, my sunglasses, my pretty new bathing suit, and my floaty thing. And I just had a good old time in the water by myself. Eddie was sitting nearby. And that's what we did. And then we had trying to find a nice big brush. And I made a nice fish chowder and corn. We had that. It was delicious. Yeah. So, I'll put it in the water a little bit. The brush is in the white paint, and I'm just starting right on top here. And I might even put a border on this, like I do with the painter's tape after. So this might need a couple coats of this. Yeah, I think it might. That's all right. We can do that. We had a fire here in town over a week ago. And the bizarre thing is that it was at the restaurant that I would talk quite fondly of and quite frequently over the time of me being a YouTuber and having my channel. And I spoke of how it recently, last year or so, it had closed, the Four Leaf restaurant, the only one here in town really, other than a couple of pizza houses and a Dunkin' Donuts. And it's just, to me, it was like the heartbeat of the town. And when we heard that they were selling it, the people were getting out of the business over a year ago. I cried. It just was so sad because we've got so many fond memories there over the years. Not just, me and Eddie, but Eddie with his former wife and children as they were growing up, and townspeople, and then when I came into his life and my time here, and Eddie and I would go there at least like once a week, if not more, and all the waiters and waitresses and cooks and owners, everyone was always so pleasant and, you know, um, happy to see everybody, and to have that gone was sad, but we got through it. So then the place sat for a good year or so till these new owners picked it up, and they renovated it, and they've only been open a few short weeks, and then they just had a fire. It's a total loss. The roof is all, and supposedly it happened in the kitchen area and the ceiling, perhaps. They're not quite sure yet, but devastating. Those poor people. They had just started getting a good following, and oh my goodness, I feel so bad for them. So yeah, that's kind of what's been happening in our neck of the woods. Yeah. Sad. I lived through a fire as a child, as a young girl. Yeah. My parents in the mid-60s ran a restaurant. I think you've heard me talk of it here and there, called the Duck Pond. It's up on the Mohawk Trail on the right as you're heading up towards Shelburne Falls. And it sits amidst a bunch of apple orchards and stuff all around it. And when my parents owned it, they had it pretty much a beer and pizza joint. And you could get hamburgers and, Subway type sandwiches too, but mostly pizzas and beer and drinks. Okay. Well, and like I said, I was born in 53, so this was like in 63. 62, 63 is when they purchased it. And during the time that we lived up there, they also built a home on the property. We had a home there, and the house is still there. And nice, it was one of the first prefab type homes in the area back then. I can remember getting on the school bus that morning and coming home that afternoon, and the house was up. It was one of those, and it was a big to-do. But anyway, so and my father, he was a mason. He knew how to lay brick, and so he built the cellar of that home and the fireplace, beautiful fireplace in the cellar of that home. Okay, so anyway, so there's, 4 of us kids. I'm the youngest of 4, and this one night, I want to say it was in the summertime, or maybe early fall sometime. The house was built. We're now living in this new house, and I'm sharing a bedroom with my sister. We always shared everything, a big double bed and bedroom. And my brothers were just, the next room over, same thing, sharing a bedroom. And then my parents were on the other side of the wall of our bedroom was my parents' room, the master bedroom. Then there was a bathroom, double sink bathroom, hallway, and then you go down to the living room, kitchen area, dining area. Okay, and it was what they call it, split level 2 home. Okay, and lovely home, and they ran the restaurant. That was their full-time job. Okay. So this one particular evening, my sister and I are asleep. It's probably about 10:30, 11 at night, maybe between 10 and midnight, somewhere that window. And everybody is presumably home and asleep. My parents as well, supposedly. And we hear my sister, somebody outside hollering, "Hey, your place is on fire." Could hear that, a couple of hollers, "Hey, wake up, your place is on fire." Oh my God, us kids woke up and looked out the north, east window, and which looked over to the duck pond, and there was a bunch of cabins and a road about, I don't know, the length of a football field, and then there was the building, the restaurant, from the house. And so by then my parents heard it too. They heard it, and my mother got up, ran out of bed, ran down the hall to the phone, and called the fire department. And within, a short span of time, they were there and, putting this fire out and watching those flames. I mean, us kids, we didn't know what to think. I can remember taking my pillowcase off my pillow, and I started putting the things that were valuable to me, like my jewelry box that my Aunt Mary had given me, and all my little things that, books that I liked, and putting them in the pillowcase, because, I thought the house, it was such a raging fire that it looked like it was going to come through the woods and into the house, those big orange flames. It was horrific to watch as a child. It really was. But long story short, it burned. It was a loss. And the only thing pretty much still standing was the stone fireplace that was there. And they did, with insurance money, they did rebuild it, and still kept it a pizza and beer restaurant. And to this day, the building still stands, and it was called a couple other things over the years. It was an antique place and this and that. That's what it is now, like an artisan gift shop, antique, and you can buy plants. And some new owners, and they brought it back to the name, the Duck Pond. So it's called the Duck Pond again. And there's ducks in the pond. But right now they sell, like I said, it's an artisan type gift shop, flea market finds and collectibles and handmade items, and you can get plants and stuff there. And she has vendors that set up outside at times. And matter of fact, I'm gonna actually go there this fall for one day. I gotta complete my application, and I'm gonna be a vendor there, selling my jewelry outside. That'd be funny. Amidst the pond and the area where I used to play, you know? Kind of fun. But anyway, that's what happened. Yeah. I can remember that. Yeah. It's a funny feeling to live through that. Yeah. And I can remember the next day after the fire going over there and everything's soot and charred, and the bar, you know, part of the bar was still standing, but a lot of it was gone. But my parents had, I don't know, jars of pennies on the back bar. And of course, that all burned, so now the pennies are all over the floor. And they were letting us kids pick them up and keep them. And of course, I can remember taking them all and washing all the pennies. That was kind of fun. But, yeah. It evidently was old wiring. There was a lot of old wiring in the kitchen. Yeah. But there's also a lot more to that story, but I can't talk about it on camera, that's for sure. But anyway, that's some of my childhood history. I gotta get some more light on there. So we had the barn open this weekend. I worked my butt off for all last week in that barn, getting stuff cleaned off the shelves, wiping down the shelves, pulling off things I didn't want on there anymore. We didn't want anymore. Putting up crates after crate of free stuff, getting it all up front. We had about 7 big crates of free stuff, and it all went. People took it because some of it was nice stuff. And somebody got some good stuff. And put out all the stuff you saw us making and me painting over the last several months, and YouTube videos of the signs and different things all out there looking so good. And I want to take you out there and do a video. I will. My problem being is the lighting isn't that great out there just yet. We've got some big lights, those big that this man gave Eddie last year, and they're great. They're just what we need, and it'll light it all up nice. But Eddie can't get up there and do it. I'm not going to get up there and do it. It needs to get on a ladder. Somebody who's sturdy with that. So a friend of ours stopped by, and he might be coming back the end of this week to do that for us. And then once I get the lighting better, I'll do a video of take you through there and let you see what we did. But anyway, looking good. I cleaned everything, swept the floor, washed all the shelves, restocked the shelves, rearranged things, made it look real nice and attractive, and we are now open for business. Sky's Red Barn Sale. And I did pretty good Friday, and Saturday not as good as Friday. Sunday I only made a few dollars. We were open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Friday was our better day, but you know, it comes and goes. You're gonna get that. So I was happy to get some. So we'll see where it goes. But I can say that that's done, and my gardens got planted, the pool got done, so things are getting done. Little by little, they're getting done. Yeah. Yeah. I'm having to put a lot of paint on here, I noticed. That's all right. We can do that. Give it what it needs. Yeah. Yeah, I got some nice collectibles out there. Nice signs. I sold one of my signs. It was the laundry room one. That one sold. The girl really liked it. And they had just done over their laundry room, see? And she said, this is going to look great in my laundry room. So there you go. Yeah. My gardens are looking good. I am pretty excited thus far. I hope things continue because I even got barrage. It's tall and it's flowered. Oh my God, so pretty. I'm going to do more of those next year. My first garden bed full of gladiolas, dahlias, zinnias, coneflower, nasturtiums, a little bit of everything. They're all doing good. There's something else growing out there. I don't know what it is, but it's taken over. Not sure if I'm going to keep it or not, but right now I'm trying to just figure out what it is. And, what else? Oh, and the other bucket, the round bucket, the barrel bucket with tomatoes, beans, a couple peppers, a sunflower and a barrage is doing remarkable. And even a little lettuce in that one bucket, doing real good. My little garden bed, doing real good. I've got marigolds in the corners. They're so healthy looking. Tomato plants are growing. I miracle growed everything twice now this summer, about every 14 to 15 days. I don't want to overdo it. I like Miracle Grow for a fertilizer. It seems to help. And let's see, squash are blossoming. I've got pole beans looking really good. What else? Tomatoes, all kinds of tomatoes. Summer squash, zucchini squash. Summer squash, zucchini squash. Kale, peppers, green beans, yeah. Peas in my other garden, peas. I've picked cilantro. I've picked dill. What else? Oh, basil. I got basil. Love it. Yeah. Flowers all around. Roses doing everything's really doing pretty good. I hope it continues because I'm having fun with it all. Yeah. I got some nice plants that I bought, big coleus. The other day I went to local grocery store Stop and Shop, and they had big basil plants for $6, big, healthy. And I got one. Now I wish I had gotten 2 more. I might go back and see if they're still there and get some, because my daughter wants one, and I might want one more. They're really nice. Make pesto, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. So, I can say that I successfully know how to bake a decent loaf of sourdough bread. I do. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Yay, me. Okay. And how it came about was not my own starter that I started. That just, it failed me. I mean, I have some I'm keeping, and I'm hoping. I haven't given up on my starter totally yet, but the starter that's working out good for me, and it is my starter now, right? But is from the dehydrated packet where you add your water and flour to it, and it's the one I got from the Urban Ladybug. And I do everything that you're supposed to do from the video, and I really like the video that the Whispering Willow Jill put out, and I even wrote and told her so. So I highly recommend watching her video on how she did her loaf if you're looking to, because that's what got me going. And I've made 2 wonderful, delicious, and fluffy, and you squeeze and it's got the bubbles, beautiful loaves of bread from that video and buying the Urban Ladybug sourdough starter. Yep, I recommend it, guys. And next time I'm gonna do a video on my bread too after. I did take some pictures of the bread and I put it on Facebook. You can see it there. But I'm just having fun with that too. Never give up. I was about ready to, but then I thought I'm not one to give up on things, so I got it. I did it. And even my husband said, "Oh, this is good." Yeah, my girlfriend, I gave her some. She loved it. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let that dry. Leave that dry. We'll go back to the slate and we'll paint the slate, and I'll bring the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Kind of needs to dry, and it's gonna need more, but anyway. That's all I thought. It's very sticky and tacky, and it's gotta dry good, and then, so I'm gonna let this dry over here. sweet. Not very big, but we'll do something fun with it. Let's see. Bring my camera down. Oh, maybe I'll. Oh, all right. Yeah. Let me see if I can. I'm using a different holder, so let's see if I can adjust it differently. Yeah. I think it does it? Well, maybe I can go down like that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Well, I'm gonna have to